Imagine a peaceful island country where the blue waters of the Indian Ocean touch soft white sand beaches. Life there is slow, calm, and peaceful, just like the gentle waves. This is the Maldives, a group of small islands where the sunsets are beautiful, the weather is warm, and people live simple lives close to their families and traditions. For many years, the Maldives was a quiet paradise. Its capital city, Malé, was small but full of life, surrounded by the endless blue sea. But on the night of November 3rd, 1988, that peace was shattered. A sense of unease crept into the island air as almost 100 armed men, mercenaries, descended upon Malé. These were not local men, they were professionals, hired for a single purpose: to seize control of the country. Behind the plan was Abdullah Lutfi, a Maldivian businessman with a controversial vision for his homeland. With his help, the mercenaries moved swiftly under the cover of darkness, attacking key government buildings and capturing the airport. Within minutes, the streets of Malé, usually so safe and familiar, were filled with confusion and fear. Inside the presidential residence, President Maumoon Abdul Gayoom and his family found themselves trapped, their safety and the very future of the nation hanging by a thread. Government officials were scattered, communications were down, and panic spread as the attackers tightened their grip. It seemed as if the long-standing calm of the Maldives was about to be replaced by chaos and uncertainty. But in the midst of this turmoil, President Gayoom made a choice that would change the course of history. Realizing that his own security forces were outnumbered and overwhelmed, he reached for the telephone and sent out a desperate call for help. To India, the regional giant with the power to make a difference. It was a plea not just to save his own life, but to rescue the very soul of his country. Hundreds of miles away, in the heart of New Delhi, the Indian government responded with remarkable speed and clarity. Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, together with the top officials from India's intelligence agency, RAW, the Research and Analysis Wing, understood immediately what was at stake. This was more than an attack on a small island nation. It was a threat to regional security. If the Maldives fell into the wrong hands, hostile powers could gain a foothold in the Indian Ocean, threatening the stability of South Asia and beyond. In that moment, India knew it had to act. The clock was ticking. With urgency and precision, India launched Operation Cactus, a covert rescue mission involving the country's best military and intelligence minds. The 50th Parachute Brigade, a group of elite paratroopers, was chosen to lead the operation. Military transport planes were readied in the dead of night, loaded with equipment and soldiers, while RAW provided the critical intelligence needed to make every second count. The plan was simple but daring: reach the Maldives in record time, rescue President Gayoom, and restore order before it was too late. In less than 16 hours after receiving the call for help, Indian troops were airborne. Under a cloak of secrecy, they flew across the ocean, guided by the latest intelligence. As dawn approached, their planes touched down at Malé International Airport. The mercenaries, confident in their control of the city, were caught off guard by the sudden arrival of India's military might. Without wasting a moment, the paratroopers fanned out, securing the airport and moving quickly into the heart of Malé. They swept through the streets, clearing buildings and searching for the president. Thanks to the precise information provided by RAW, they knew exactly where to go. Moving with discipline and determination, the soldiers reached the presidential residence, where they found President Gayoom and his family, frightened but safe. In a matter of hours, the government was back in control, the coup leaders scattered, and the threat to democracy averted. But the mercenaries were not ready to give up. Realizing they had lost the city, they rushed to the harbor, hoping to flee the islands by boat. However, the Indian Navy had anticipated their move. Ships were already patrolling Maldivian waters, and soon a tense chase unfolded at sea. One by one, the key attackers were intercepted and captured. By the end of the night, all 19 leaders of the plot were in custody. The coup attempt, so carefully planned, was over almost as quickly as it had begun. News of India's daring rescue spread around the world, leaving governments and observers alike in awe. In just a few hours, India had done what few thought possible: protecting a neighbor, restoring stability, and sending a message that democracy would not be so easily toppled. The United States, the United Kingdom, China, and others all praised India's decisive action. For the people of the Maldives, it marked the beginning of a close friendship with India, one built on trust, gratitude, and a shared commitment to peace. For India, Operation Cactus became a symbol of capability and resolve. It proved that when the moment demanded, India could act swiftly, intelligently, and with overwhelming force. It was a victory not just for the soldiers on the ground, but for the intelligence officers, planners, and leaders who worked behind the scenes to make it possible. For RAW, the operation became a textbook example of how good intelligence can change the course of events. Why does this story still matter today? Because it teaches us timeless lessons. It shows us the power of quick, clear decision making in moments of crisis. It reminds us of the value of good intelligence. The difference between victory and disaster can hinge on the smallest details. And above all, it underscores the importance of standing up for democracy, even when the odds seem overwhelming. In a world where change is constant and new threats appear every day, the story of Operation Cactus is more than just a tale from the past. It's a reminder that courage, leadership, and teamwork can overcome even the greatest challenges. In one night, a nation was saved, a region was stabilized, and history was forever changed by those who dared to act. This is a story of bravery and hope, of ordinary people rising to face extraordinary challenges and changing history. I'm Shubh, and I bring you stories that matter. Stories the world should never forget. So let's remember it and share it.